Hey Body Rockers, welcome to day 5, the end of the 3rd week. You're 3/4 of the way through this program. Congratulations. I hope you're finding it fun and a little bit challenging and you're really taking everything on board. Today is all about flexibility and mobility. So we've got some yoga type of moves, really just working on lengthening those muscles. Today's sort of like a bit of a recovery from all the rest of the week where we've been doing strength training or cardio. So today's sort of like the ease into the weekend. You have your 2 days off. So hopefully you, of course, not hopefully, you have done your warm-up. Make sure you do the warm-up video first, then move on to this. So let's do it. Let's hit the timer. The first one, we're doing a downward dog. So this is downward dog, okay? A very popular position from yoga, but we're gonna make it into dancing downward dog. So you're gonna drop your hips to the floor, head up, and then hips back up. So here, so it's a dynamic dancing dog, okay? So really great for the back, the lower back, you're getting movement in all your vertebrae. Here, so drop those hips up, look up here. Right here, really push your chest towards your thighs here, so you can really get between your legs. Oh, sorry, between your arms. You're really trying to stretch out your back. Rest. Okay, so that was 40 seconds of that. Next is straddle. So get into a nice, as wide as you can go, okay? I can go quite wide, but if you're here, if this is where you feel it, this is it. You're here, okay? We're doing a sweep hand walk. Okay, so we're just about to go. So you're gonna come to one side, over one leg, and just little hand steps across your front, here, come to sitting up straight again. The whole time your back is straight, okay? You're bending from the hips. So bend towards that leg, little steps all the way across, here, standing up. Again, this inner thigh area, a lot of people are real stiff here. I can open up much wider than this, but it takes time, okay? It takes time. So this is where you're feeling it. You stay right here. If you can get a little bit more open, this is the goal, to be able to do this and to come forward quite far. Rest. All right, we're done with that. Next, we have another hip opener. Okay, we're gonna be in like a high plank position. This is what it looks like. So high plank, and just with the one side, just with your right side, you're gonna step that right foot to your right hand, step it back into plank, and so on, okay? So when we begin, here we are. So really trying to get that foot up as high and close to your hand, the outside of your hand, as you can. If you're here, okay, this is fine too. Okay, so do what you can, but we're really trying to open up this hip area. Okay, so step that hand, a foot to the outside of your hand, same side for this round. Feel a stretch in your groin area right here, inner thighs, your hips. Last one. Good. And what do we have for the last move? Oh, we have inchworms. So come to standing. Basically it looks like this. You're gonna have small hands out to plank and then small hand steps back to standing, okay? Again, it's another sort of mobility for your back and the back of your legs. Go. Okay, if you need to bend your legs a little bit here, bend your legs and just walk it out. Small steps to plank. Here, and then walk it back. Okay, if you can keep your legs a little straighter, like this is good too. Okay, you're gonna feel this in your shoulders. The core is activated. A little stretch in the hamstrings when you bend over here. Guys, don't skip your stretching and your flexibility and your mobility training, okay? Very, very, very important. You don't want to be stiff. Rest. Okay, round 1 is done. So we're back to downward dog, but we're gonna do it a little bit differently this time. This time we're gonna do walk the dog, but we're gonna stretch out the calves a little bit. So, getting into position. So you're here. One leg straight, bend one leg, here. So heels up, heels down. At the same time, you're pushing your chest towards your thighs so you can really get between your arms. Okay, you're gonna feel that in your back. It's a nice back opener. Same time, working on your dorsiflexion. That's the flexibility of your ankle. And stretching out your calves. There it is. Doesn't look like much, but if you're doing this with strength in your arms and you're pushing against the floor, it's a very dynamic exercise.
Rest.
Okay, so we're back to a straddle. So wherever you come to, straddle here. This time we're going to be walking just forward and back, whatever you can do, okay? I've been working on this for years, so I can go quite deep and I can open my legs quite wide, but if you just walk to here, that's good, okay? That's good. That's better than nothing. Okay, just do what you can. If you can, take slightly, if you can go a little bit more, this is the goal, guys. If you can get out here, it feels really good to be flexible, okay? So work on it, work on it. You feel it in all aspects of your life if you have a lot of flexibility. Just make things so much easier. You feel limber and loose. Who wants to feel stiff and tight? Nobody. Small steps out, making a dynamic stretch for your inner thighs and your hamstrings. And we are back to the plank opener. Last time I did it with my right leg, so this time all left leg, okay? So just getting into position, waiting for the timer to tell us to go. Go. Okay, left foot to the outside of your left hand, okay? Just this. Really like try to push your hips down towards the floor when you're up in this position, right here. Just deepen that stretch. That's it. Yep. Nice stretch all through the groin area.
Rest.
Excellent. Done. So we're back to inchworms, but again, a little bit differently this time. Last time we walked out with the hands. This time we're going to walk in with the feet, okay? So let's start this way. Let's start over here. We're going to bend down and walk our feet back. Same move, just a little bit different. So walk your feet back into plank and then try to keep your legs straight here. Come to standing. So down, little steps back until you're straight into plank. Little steps forward. Keep your legs straight or soft bend if you must. Guys, your body is supposed to be able to do these things. You're supposed to be able to move like this.
Rest.
So work on it, okay? If it's difficult, work on it. It does get easier. Last round. We're back to downward dog. But this time it's all about heel raises. Similar to what we did last. Get into position.
Go.
Go. Downward dog. And you're just going to come up both feet at the same time onto your heels, onto your toes rather, heels up. So up here, then try to drive your heels towards the floor. If your heels can touch the floor, even better. Same time, don't forget to push your chest towards your thighs. Up into your toes. Oh, I'm slipping a little bit. Couple more, guys.
Rest.
Last one. Good. Okay, we're back to the straddle. So get into the straddle wherever you can. You're working on getting the straddle wider and wider each time you do this. Okay, each time you come into this stretch, work on getting it wider. I wasn't always this flexible.
Go.
So we're gonna bend over one side to the leg here, and then to the other side, okay? So it's not a static stretch, it's a nice dynamic stretch, but you should be feeling nice strong pull at the side of your legs here, okay? Keep your back straight. Really try to angle your body so it comes over your leg like this. Your torso goes over your leg. To each side. It's just a nice, gentle pull on each side. That's it. You should be able to go a little bit deeper by now. We've done this a few times. We're in this third round of this. A little more.
Rest.
Good. Okay, we're back to our plank hip opener. We did the right side, we did the left side. Now we're going to do both at the same time, alternating. So getting into position. Here we go, plank. So right, put it back, other side. Okay, so really trying to really stretch that foot to get to the outside of the hand. Okay, if you can't do that yet, that's fine. Step to wherever you can. You should, your body is made to be able to do this, okay? You might have lost some of your mobility and flexibility if you haven't been keeping fit, but that's why you're doing this, okay? And that's why we're starting with these easy variations so you can get there. Last one.
Rest.
Excellent. Good. And we're on to our last exercise, which is the inchworms. Combination. We did the walking out with the hands, we did the walking out with the feet. Now we're going to do both. Not at the same time, but alternating. Okay, so we'll start walking out with our hands into plank.
Go.
So walk up into plank and then walk your feet to your hand. Stand up. Okay? Back down. Walk your feet back out to plank. And then walk your hands to your feet. See how that works? It's just another fun way to do it. It also takes a bit of brain power. Okay, you have to think about what you're doing here. And guys, we are done. That's your flexibility and mobility workout for the day. Good work. Make sure you do your stretch and have a good 2 days off, and I'll see you next week for a final week of the challenge.